Well, script. We're going live. We're fucked. Hello. I already messed up on the hand. I already messed up on the hands and arms. Cool. That is wonderful, but we roll with it. Sort of like making like a sort of worm. Like something with like a really long neck and he can't seem to get up. Yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna add some what seems to be wrinkles on the neck. There we go. Add some more shading on the floor. There we go. Oh, it's raining for you, dude. I freaking love the rain. The rain's like my favorite. I like the noise of it. It's calming. I kind of wish like it could rain every single day, but um not like too much rain though. I'm not afraid. I don't really like big storms. Basically. Oh, there we go. Actually, let me pull up the chat on my computer. That way I don't have to look at my phone. Rain every day? True. But if it was light rain, again, we have like drains for a reason. It gets out all the rain on the streets. But yeah, I guess it would make sense if it rained every day. Let's see. Here we are. That way I can see what I'm looking at here. Is there any way I could increase the chat to full size? No, I cannot. All right, that's beautiful. Then, let's see. And then he's gonna have his other. He's like 4 legs. He's got like 4 legs because he's like that. Yeah. Make sure that his neck is real long. Give him some like hair on the back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks nice. However, it's too small. Can barely add a little more on the fingers. Yeah. Okay, something like that. What else? What else could we draw? Ooh, you know what? Chat, you give me some suggestions. Cause horror is one of the things I thought of. That was the only horror character I thought of. Um, I guess we could. Hmm. Hello. You drew Sonic. This is what? I don't know what I'm cooking here. I'm just drawing something till something pops in my head. I know, right? As soon as you said Sonic, someone with a Sonic profile just shows up. Hmm. I think. We could. Uh, I know what to draw. I work better with on paper than I do on my tablet when it comes to drawing stuff like this. Can you draw a landscape? Yeah. That's actually really easy, not gonna lie. Although it's my way of landscaping is a little how would I say it? Basic, but I think I can do that. Just give me a moment. Yeah, landscape is easy. I could demonstrate it. Hold on. That actually looks really cool. Don't worry. I'll show you guys. Okay, we're gonna start with Let me figure out. Let me pick a landscape. Let me go on my computer. Oops, accidentally tilted the camera. There we go. Let's see what kind of landscape are we talking here. Okay, so just a plain on field. I could do that. Plain on fields are easy. Let's see. So let's say you want to draw a tree. Okay, so tree is you just kind of like want to lightly tap it if you want to make it look realistic. You could lightly tap it, or you could just sort of chicken scratch it. There is the what do they call it? It's not the is it the stem? Or is it the stub? The stub, I think. Okay. Then we're gonna sort of make another third stem. This is a horrible tree right now. I'm trying to demonstrate. And then we're gonna now for the bush part it's simple. It's just sort of dots for like the leaves to show texture. You just want to tap it a bunch. Doesn't matter if you go over the branches. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. This is the stems. It's sort of like veins. That's what it gives. Hello. There you go. Got yourself a tree. There you go. And if you want, you could also do shading by just. There you go. All right, now let's get to the landscaping. Now, if you want to do trees from a distance, it's the same process, but they're really much tinier. They could be just like little lines if you want. Gently tap it. Actually, you don't have to do the branches right now. You can kind of just do the bushes all around. The big leaves. You don't often show the branches? Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Do the big stems. Okay. We're gonna do one big tree right here. It's not the best stem. I think it's too skinny. Yeah, let me widen it a bit. There we go. Gives it extra texture. We're gonna do the branch. We're gonna do the bush. You could sort of layer it, actually. If you want to, like, layer the bushes. There we go. Now for the land, it'll be sort of like think of it as like a Dr. Seuss technique. You have no idea what the hell I just said there. Now, let's say the sun is here. Let me draw like a little simple circle. Let's say that the sun is like beaming down from here. You could add shading by just darkening this area. That way it shadens the leaves. And then we're going to do some lines for grass. Do some tall grass. There you go. You got yourself a landscape. Like a sort of plains. How I do it is that you see how my hand is like shaking? That's how it looks all realistic like that. Is that my hand twitches and I make it twitch like that. I don't know if y'all can make your hand twitch. We could also do a mountain. Now, mountains are, again, it's like this. It's like this. So but it's a little bit more rough, more jaggedy, just like a simple rock. Just like a simple rock. After all, that's what a mountain is. Okay. So let's say, oh, we're not gonna add trees. Oh god, I burped. Okay. Going to fade it. Give it like a sort of fade. And if you want to add snow on the top, um, it kind of just seems like ripped up. I don't know. I got this sketchbook from my mom. My mom had it on a table and I asked, "Hey mom, can I have this little book of clear pages and it's all like dirty?" So I was like, and she said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." And just took it. Looks like foam. Yeah, it does. For the snow, it's kind of like ripped up cloth. Like let's say someone has like ripped up clothing, it would kind of just be like a bunch of spikes or like just a bunch of lines. That's what cloth, ripped up cloth would look like. Okay, and then if you want, you could add some tree or clouds. Clouds could work. Whoops, I accidentally hit my chair. There you go. Let's see, what else can we do? Uh, hmm. Could do eyes. Actually, quick question. Do any of y'all know how to draw eyes? No? Okay. No one else hasn't said anything, but I'm gonna take that as okay. Hmm. So let's say, how would I put this? Okay, so let me go over here to the basics. So an eye is kind of like a hill. For me, it's a hill with a sort of faded line. You could thicken this area at the end as an eyelash. And for the bottom is the lower lid of the eye. You just want to sort of put it there. We could do some eyeliner if we want. And then we're going to draw the eye. We can also do an eyebrow if we want. Hello, how do you say it? Naive? Or is it naive? Naive. Naive Fox. Add some color to it. There you go. There's an eye. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Let's see. Hold on, let me grab my sketchbook. Okay. Let's see. What's another thing we could do? Uh Ooh, hair. Hair is I'm not good with I mean, I kind of am on Sketchbook, but if I was doing this digitally, I would be using the lasso tool, but I'm not. So, this is going to be a little bit more complicated than it is. We're just going to do regular boy hair. So, we're going to do a circle just for the head base. We're going to do a line. Sort of like a cross shape. And then we're going to curve in these two for the head shape. Oh, thank you for the thank you for subscribing. We're actually almost about to hit 3,000. I just checked the subscribers. We're almost there. So we're gonna want to cave this in. If we're doing a man, it's just gonna be points. It's not gonna be all curves. I say that as I kind of curved it a bit. Okay. Here we're gonna do the mouth. There we go. Now let's see. This is where you kind of want to do the hair. About up here. Here, I'm gonna make like a sort of bangs. We're gonna bring it up here, and we're gonna think of it as like a sort of triangle, or a up and down side, and we're gonna do this and then make it into a sort of point. Now that's just the first one. Now, if we were to do sort of short, you don't want to make them all long because then it'll look like Bakugo's hair. Instead, you want to just sort of like this. You want to make some of them curvy if you want. Something like that. So we're going to do that. That's a horrible bang what I just did right there. Okay. We're not going to do a bang here. Well, at least some sort of. I'm going to repeat that same process. The bangs is somewhat of a hard part, but not for... You'll get used to it. Then we're going to do a line to signify the end of the hair. And then you're going to want to bring this in. I just messed that up. Okay, ignore that. We all make mistakes. There is one person that did inspire me. He is I don't know if you guys are familiar with this artist, Bob Ross. He was an interesting artist I loved a lot that I watched. This pen is horrible. this pen's shit. I'm just kidding. Nah, we still got more space. Let me see. What else could I draw here? We could do a... Let me think. There is someone lawnmowing outside. It's like the worst time to be lawnmowing right now. It's super hot. Why would you want to lawnmower your grass in the heat? What else to draw? Ooh, we could do mouths. Okay, we're gonna start with a closed mouth. A closed mouth, let's say you want to do a smile and frown. For me, I don't connect my mouths most of the time. If they're open mouths, I connect them. But for closed mouths, I don't. I leave an open gap. So let's say you want to do a smile. You want to thicken this line, make like sort of two dots, and then make them sort of fade or pointy. There you go. There's a smile. For a frown, it's a little bit kind of like a triangle. Same process, but upside down. Dots, faded line. There you go. You got a frown and a smile. Now for open mouths. If it's a smile, that's easy. But if we're doing like a sort of closed one where I'm showing teeth, that's a little more challenging for me. That's something I tend to mess up with, but I think I can show you. So let's see. If we're going to do a smile, it's going to be like this. It's going to be two dots, but they're going to actually connect this time. But as a sort of straight line. And then you're going to want to cave these. You want to have these two touching. I have to sometimes tilt myself. Dude, what am I drawing on? Some old ass sketchbook I found on my mom's desk. You want to do the tongue. And you just want to blacken this out. And then boom. I could have drawn teeth, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, now for a closed mouth. If we're doing teeth, this is a little bit more complicated. So, Free. Just turn the book around. Why are you breaking your? I don't know. I'm kind of like leaning like this. I'm leaning. I don't want to turn the book around because I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see and observe. If I turn it this way, like let's say if I were to turn it this way, how the heck are you gonna see this? Like no. Okay. So for open mouths, it'll be like a sort of box. With two sort of like C's or whatever. They look like letter C's. I'm gonna want to connect them. And then now here comes the other part. Doing the teeth. You're gonna want to do this. Don't make the... Okay, if you're doing teeth, don't do this. That you don't want to do. This you do not want to do. Okay? Now, if you're a cartoon artist, sure, you could do that if you want. But don't do that. You're just gonna wanna... Because you're always gonna want to leave a gap in the mouth. So there you go. There's the top teeth. And then now for the bottom teeth. The bottom, I don't have a problem with the top teeth, but the bottom teeth I tend to have a problem with. So it's kind of like a sort of curved in. Then you could add the tongue. And then you want to darken this area. And there you go. You got like a sort of open mouth, although it's too widened. True. Yeah. You could do that, actually. We got one more gap. We actually got a lot of gaps. Let's see. Oh, for what's another thing that we could do? Trying to think here of what else we could draw. Mountains? You want to do? Well, we've already drawn a mountain. All right, I guess we're drawing more mountains. Okay. So, like I said, it's sort of jaggedy, like a rock. And then you want to just, and it's similar to this shape. 3D triangle. You want to make it look like this, but you also want to add another line here to make it look 3D. There you go. And then for snow, it's sort of faded and it looks like something ripped. It looks like ripped stuff. We'll add some more texture just to make it look cool. Add some more mountains. Show you guys again. Now, these aren't the best mountains. I could do better if I wanted to. Hello, Proxima. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have to be super pointy. You actually could do them like this. Mountains sort of look like this. They're a little bit more smushed. It's kind of like when you let's say you're taking a Play-Doh and you sort of make it tall, but then you smush it. It's kind of like a dough. Yeah, they could be low and wide. You are correct. Thank you for letting me know that. What the hardest thing you've ever drawn? Perspectives. That is the easy. I could grab my manga if I want. I don't usually show the manga I'm working on because I'm afraid someone could steal ideas. But I could grab it just for y'all. Here, I'll grab Thank you, Silly Lily. Let's see. Like this. Okay, this is. I'm embarrassed to show this one. This one's like. I tried my hardest to do this. I haven't locked in an art in years. And this is the first time that I've locked in. This is the sort of reference photo of perspective I had. You could see here. Let's see, what else? I didn't show it that much. Let me show you it some more. Let me show another page. The best perspective I've ever done. This is going to be hilarious for all of you. Let me see. Well, this is another good perspective. A sort of town is what I'm doing here. This is actually the first time I've ever done one of these. Sort of town. What else? Here's some more perspective. A sort of up perspective. You say? See? How long have I been doing art for? Since I was very little. Believe back in 3rd grade. I think 3rd grade. I'm not going to show that page. That page is weird. Here's some more. This is a horrible sketch I tried to do. Is it hot where I live? Oh, 100%. I was sweating in the car with my parents. Thank you for that. But okay, now doing perspective cities, it's not hard. It's just tedious because that's a whole bunch of buildings you have to draw. But it's easy for me because it's just cubes. It's just cubes, but those cubes can be in different shapes. That's another thing. Cause like, I would love to show like an image, Um, but that's kind of what it is. Let's see. What else could we do? Oh yeah, I didn't finish this mountain. Yeah, that is true. Those are horrible clouds. Let's see, what's another thing we could do? I have drawn one manga cover. I would love to show you guys that one. I have drawn one manga cover. But it's not it won't be this is only for volume 2, which I haven't got to yet. I'm still working on volume 1. Do you know Verity? That are you talking about that one that Glaggle dude who like references that one movie Obsession or whatever? It's from a Minecraft horror sort of type series. Smiling yellow thingy? Yeah, that guy. He's weird to me. A bonsai tree. Um Bonsai trees are pretty skinny though, but I can do that. I can do a bonsai tree. That's actually a really easy one. I'm trying to find the cover that I did a while back. I have to like scroll all the way back down to memory lane. This isn't it. Where is it? A thick one? Okay, a thick bonsai tree. I can do that. Where is that cover? I know I have it somewhere. Here it is. Oh, is this a time lapse? It is. God damn it. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. Here's the cover that I've been working on. Make sure you guys can see it. This isn't a manhwa. This is like traditional. But yeah, see the cover? This is the cover that I was working on. The lighting. Make sure you guys can. Yeah. This was actually the best I've ever drawn one of my characters. But yeah. Okay, let's get back to drawing. Okay, so draw a big bonsai tree. Okay, well we don't have a lot of space for that, so we're moving on to the next page. We're gonna do this side. I hate drawing on these sides though. I don't do double sides. It messes with. It's such like a weird way for me to draw. I don't. I don't do. I don't draw on the other side. I don't do that. I leave these. I leave these blank. What did what say? Uh, okay, next one. The notification. Oh, wait, you guys can see notifications? You guys can see my notification. Hold on. You can actually see my notifications? What the hell? What? God damn it, Slug! What kind of Des microphone do you use? What? I am streaming and they saw your notification. I accidentally moved the camera. Oh god. I gotta turn on do not disturb. That way I don't get those notifications. Okay, next. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Okay, big bonsai tree coming up. So let me look up a big bonsai tree, that way I don't mess up. Oh. Oh, okay. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I will do that. Okay, so it's like a sort of box. It's like this. Like the stems are wrapped like this. Ignored what I just did with my arms. I know that was probably really atrocious for you to watch. True. That's really cool, actually. These are actually really big stems. And the bushes are a little bit more. Okay, next stem. First, let me draw the big stump. Let's see. And then we're gonna do another stem. That's an easy one. Now, really fun part. I get to do the veins. But first, we're gonna. Means I have to change the shading? True. Could do the shading like this. I like that you're pointing these out. Okay. We're gonna do the roots. There you go. Let's see. What's next? You know, when I did this stream, I honestly thought like a whole bunch of people were gonna be, but honestly, it's been pretty calm. I was super nervous. I thought there was gonna be like 100, like hundreds of people. Yeah, I get it. Get what you mean. Let's see. It's another thing that we could draw. Digitally, if I was doing waves, like let's say water waves, that's easy. But drawing wise, not for me. On paper, not for me. That's a tricky one. Because how could you tell it's water? And not like a blanket or something or a carpet. That's another one I could do. Uh, let's see. You guys want to see how I've used to draw? Hold on. I would have to grab like the one of the sketchbooks from. I don't really want to have to. I'll just grab the earliest of pages. You'll see how bad the drawings have really gotten. Oh, okay. I'll see you later then. Let me show you guys the other pages. Hello, Mini Ferret VR is on get I don't know what game that is. Let's see. Oh god. That's a really bad one. Okay, this is an earlier one. Let me grab a better one. Oh, Gorilla Tag. You know, I actually used to play that when I was how old was I? I think it was 14. Yeah, I think it was 14. I have to get all this crap off the sketchbook. Oh, don't want to break anything. Alright, I'll just take all this off for now. I'll just put it back on later. Okay. Let me show one of my recent pages. Oh my god, this is great. This is you guys gonna see some improvement. Hold on. Where is it? Here's a good one. This is how I used to draw. I drew this back in a much younger day. You could definitely see the improvement. You could definitely see the improvement now. Let me grab a much earlier page. Yeah, my improvement skyrocketed. I got way better at what I drew. I had to go on a time. I had to go on a time skip arc. That was the day I didn't draw for. I stopped my manga at a um for like a good year. I stopped drawing. I stopped drawing for a good year on my manga, and I just decided to focus on improvement. And that honestly was worth it. Think of it as like a sort of winter arc. The reason why I did it was because of I was in an art class back in junior year. Was it junior year? Was it? Yeah, it was junior year. Back in junior year, I I was drawing an art class, and of course I was drawing like that. And I what else? What else happened? I noticed that there were artists who were better than me. You know that like feeling where um you'll see people who are better than you and it kind of like messes you up cuz it like leaves something empty and it bothers you. So some people some people say that they give up after that and they say, "Oh, maybe this just isn't for me because you know, it's everyone's better than me." Well, for me, no. Instead, I said bet. So I went and got better. You wish you were good at you can be good at drawing. Honestly, it I was bad at drawing and I couldn't call myself an artist after that. So I I decided to try and get better at it and I did cuz I believed in myself. If you just believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything in life. So to me, I think anyone can be good at drawing. You're welcome. Anyone can do anything. Okay. You are locked in. Literally. Because I have to be locked in with any character that I draw, especially my manga characters. I'm always locked in. I remember my oh whoops. My friend Slug, he tell that's not his name, but that's his nickname. Then we call him. He he gets mad when I draw too fast. But honestly, um, I like drawing fast because I hate. I don't know why I hate taking my. I hate taking too long. It bothers me. Hmm. Let's see. What else can I do? Hmm. I don't usually draw two eyes. I can draw them, but it's super annoying having to draw the other eye because I'm bound to mess up. So I just do it later. Um, what else could I do? Uh, when I'm out of ideas, I just look around my room, look around my room, see what I could draw. Uh, let's draw. Let's draw a tentacle. That'd be cool. Okay. There we go. Boom, a tentacle. Let's see, what else could we draw? Could draw. For conversation, do any of y'all watch the World Cup? The hell did my friend say? What is my mic? Okay, so that's what it is. There we go. Making sure I keep the phone steady and bring it a little bit down. There we go. Fix the mic. Uh, why do I have a tentacle in my room? Oh, bit. That's why. That's why I drew it. Let me see. Actually, let me tell something. Oh my god, I just realized how skinny my arm is. Ignore that. I just showed you guys my bony arms. Hmm. Could draw. Yes, I do just randomly have this. Yes, this goes to I don't even know. I forgot what it goes to. I'm just pulling random stuff I have on my desk. Hi, naive fucks. Um, sorry, was my hand in the way? My bad. I got bored and started drawing random stuff in my room. Thank you. Let's see. What else can we do? Okay, what's next? I'm getting distracted. What other random stuff do I have in my inventory? My inventory of random things. Let's see. I got Pokemon cards. You know, my first drawing wasn't just stickmen, because that's what I would always draw. My first drawing was a perfectly sketched out Pikachu. You know those videos that some people watch to learn how to draw? It's like those how to draw videos, and it's that dude with this kid, and he's like demonstrating how to draw this or that. Well, he was demonstrating how to draw a Pikachu, so I just followed his lines. Yes, okay. Mini Farrah gets it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I know what to draw. I'm gonna draw the main character. Is this Stitch Eyes? I think it is. Here we go. What else could we draw? I always forget to draw the nose, actually, now that I think about it. It'll just be a dot for now. Okay, what's next? What else could I draw? I'm sure you guys are aware on, well, not very, just 5 people here. I'm sure you guys are aware of how to draw heads, right? You guys know how to draw heads? Hmm. What else do I have? Wow, we hit a 7-7. Hold on, jackpot? Hold on, jackpot, guys? Whoa. Trying to figure out what else I have in my room that I could draw. What is a thing that some artists tend to mess up with? Oh, hands! Genius. Okay, so how to draw hands. So for me, okay, well, first we're just going to start with the wrist. A wrist is kind of like an upside down cup. You just want to sort of make it like this. And then for the palm of the hand, it's going to be, again, hands are shapes. Now, of course, this is not what it's going to realistically look like, but this is just a sketch. So let's say we're going to do just like a hand that looks like this. We're going to do the left hand. So this is where the thumb's going to go. So you could do it in boxes, but I don't, just to make it simple for y'all, I'm going to do it in boxes. So this is the, I don't know my, the names for certain joints, but, so this is where the thumb is going to be. Now we're going to do the top one. Notice how the thumb curves. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to curve it and then sort of go it down. Make it go down. There you go. There's your first. Here, let's shrink this a little bit. That way it's not too crazy. And then for the rest of the fingers, it's kind of, they're all, you can make them perfectly aligned if you want, but sometimes they're not because pinky is smaller than your index finger. And so it's going to be the same process. One box and another box. But at the tip, it's going to be curved. So we're going to do, is this the index finger? I think. You're going to make a box. You're going to make another box. You're going to make another box, and you just kind of want to repeat that same process. You're going to want to curve it. Actually, I messed up on the hand a little bit. Now, if you want to do a sort of clenched fist like this, that's pretty simple too. It's literally just a box. So for it'll be like this. Okay, let's make the wrist a little bit smaller. Here, I'll go by just not explaining. There's a clenched fist. Okay, what's next? Now, if we were doing a sort of hands that show movement, that is the tricky part. Because open hand, just straightforward hands are simple. Now we're going to do a hard one where the hand is bent. I'm going to let you guys watch as I do. Thumb's a little bit too wide. There we go. Hoping you guys watch that clearly. Let me raise it up a little more. Okay. Think of it as like a sort of bent hand. Like it's clenching something, or if it's pressing down. Let's see what's next. Could draw. Let's get to something a little bit more tricky. You guys can watch and analyze as I do. I'm not going to go step by step, but think of it as like a sort of test. You guys are going to watch me make a sort of body pose. We're going to go with we're going to go with female body proportion. One I always do. I'm still working with male body proportion. But I mean, I could do it, but it's a little complicated. Why is this phone? One sec. As I fix this. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let me move this so that way this is bent. Okay. I'm gonna need the whole page for this. How did I do it last time? $12. 1, 2. Hi, Steve Harrington. I'm doing great. Hope your day's going very well. For upper body, what's your question? For upper body, you're gonna want to make it an oval. This is for upper body. For a woman, they're sort of bent. Now, that's only if you look really good. But their body is sort of bent. This is where the shoulders are going to be, this line. We're going to draw 2 circles for the shoulders. Let me align this a little better. There we go. I have a question. Do you want a new subscriber? Sure, if you want. That'd be cool. Let's see. Thank you. Now for lower body is a little bit more tricky. For upper body, for lower body, it's a sort of circle that I'll never understand. You know how Superman has these sort of underwear thingies? Okay, well, picture that. I'm showing you right now. Just analyze this. I did a circle, I did a cross line here, and a cross line right here. Then I did the chin, did the neck, which is 2 curves. And for shoulders, you thought it was a man? Oh, my bad then. Well, it's not finished yet. Let's see. We'll also do clothes. Now legs. Legs is a tricky part, but I can manage. From right here is where it's going to end. Kind of like where your middle part is. Here, let's finish up the shoulders. When did I start drawing? When I was very young in 3rd grade. For arms, it's a circle. but from here, it's a sort of oval. You want to draw an oval, and then for the elbow, it's a point. But here, let me show this a little bit more close up. So from this, it's an oval. Then you're going to want to, this is where it gets sharp. From here, okay, don't take my arm as an example, but from here, you're going to want to make it sort of pop out like this. It's where the other muscle is. And there's your sort of arm. But I'm not going to do that. This is going to be a pose because I don't know. You're welcome. Here, we're going to do the box for the chest. Some women have a curved back. So of course it's going to be curved right here. And for this, so what you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to curve this in and then make this pop out. But this is a little bit more detailed because it swoops around like this. It starts from here and it looks like that. It's like a sort of widened out M. So you're going to want to do this. Bring this out. Make sure this is thick, by the way. That way it's, shows a little bit of visibility. And then you're going to want to stop right there. Okay. Now for legs, since that these are the thigh parts, it's just like a circle. Think of it as like two big ovals. Now, oh, you're a girl? Okay. Let's see. Now for the pelvises, with the muscle, it connects to where the waist is. So a lump will appear right here. And then that will connect with the thigh. Okay, then this is where this part will be. There you go. We're going to do the little belly button, which is just a little... There you go. It's just like a little dot like this. You could do a dot if you want. I usually tend to like cave it in, like a widened V or smile. Okay, now for the chest part. Well, yeah, chest part's most important. Thank you. For the chest part, it's like a box. We're gonna do like a sort of box. It's like a widened box. Hello, cozy animates. There you go. And then you're going to want to do a line here. Have this bring out. Remember to put two dots. Because the chest part is like two balloons. Just like on a surface. You know how when you rest a water balloon let's say you were to smush it down. That's what it'll look like. Oh man, my throat hurts. Let's see. We're gonna bring this out. This is just a point, but this will be a circle. And remember to always... Yeah, there you go. Try not to make it too big. No, it's okay. I like talking. Well, it's very nice to know that I'm helping y'all. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be a great teacher. Because, I'm not very good at explaining. Okay, I messed up this part, but we all make mistakes. And for shoulders, okay, so let's start with this detailed neck. So you're going to want to do 2 lines right here. And then for the neck collar, it's 2 lines. You're going to want to put this right here and then just do a straight line. And there you go. Repeat that same process on the other side. Women's necks are very skinny for some. Now for shoulders, it connects to the neck collar sort of. And women have sort of upper shoulders. For men, it's straight shoulders, they're broad shoulders, but for women, their shoulders are very more upwards. Thank you for that. I hope I do too. See. These are horrible shoulders because they'll never look like this, but there you go. Here, let me draw the... Now for arms, they're going to want to cave in. This is where they cave in, and then you bring them right back out. Now this is a horrible depiction for arms because it's not kind of the body proportion I was going for. Thank you for that. Here, let's draw an expression. I'm just gonna draw a small little face for it. Sorry. It's a curse I have. I tell my friends that and they don't believe me. Sure, I could show it to you right now. For faces, like are we just talking about like the mouth and eyes or like the whole head and face? Is the freaking mic posted? Why is it doing that? I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, just the mouth? Oh, okay. I could demonstrate that right now. Bro, it's stupid! If you're wondering what that clackling sound is, it's the phone taped to a mic stand. Yeah, I know, I'm broke as fuck. Okay, now that you have a better view of this thing, let me show the mouth if you have a problem with it. Now for mouths, I don't know if you want to connect them. I don't usually connect them, but oh my fucking god, this freaking camera keeps tilting. Bro, I'm better. Give me one moment. Ooh, whoops. Here we go. Haha, try moving now, bitch. Okay. There we go. Alright. Issue solved. Alright, back to what we were doing. Okay, so for mouths, they're sort of I don't usually connect them. So let's say we want to do a smile like this. Okay, so we're gonna do a dot here and a dot right here. So you're gonna want to make them sort of faded. Like when you do a streak, it does that. So you're gonna want to make sure that they point. Make sure that they look like they're touching each other. And there you go. There's a smile. Now for frown, it's similar, but it's more upside down. Two dots, make them pointy. Make sure that they're touching. There you go. Now if you want to do a open mouth, like I've demonstrated here, you could oh my god, my throat. You could do a box like this. Make sure that it curves. It's like a sort of bun. Think of it as like a bread. Now for teeth, you're going to want to make sure that they don't touch. You don't want to do this. Don't do the teeth like that unless you're a cartoon artist. How old is that book? I don't fucking know. With the ears, yeah, sure. Ears is pretty. It takes me 2 seconds. But if we're talking realistic ears, that's a whole different story. I can do that. So you're gonna want to leave a gap for teeth. Something like that. Make them. It's similar to this. Make them cave in, and then make the line straight. That's what you want to do on the mouth. Now for the bottom one is the hardest. You're kind of a cartoon artist? Okay, well, you could do something like that. Um, I could kind of show cartoon art. I can do that too. I have to go. Oh, okay then. That's fine then. All right. I'll see you later then, Stephen Harrington. Let's see. Stephen Harrington's wife. I forgot to say the full name. So for bottom teeth, it's going to be sort of wrapped around. Kind of like when a football player puts that is it like a teeth blocker or something? They put that in their mouth. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like a sort of um thick U. Then this is where the tongue goes. And you're going to want to darken the mouth if you want to. And then there you go. Got yourself an open mouth. And for smile, it's different. It's going to be 2 dots. And make it a straight line. Make them connect. It's going to be connected. 2 dots, a straight line. And then you're going to want to bring this down. And then you're going to want to do the same thing for this side. And make sure that they touch. And there's your smile. You can add teeth, but I sometimes don't. And there you go. There's a smile. Hopefully that helped you. Let's see. I could also demonstrate ears, for example. That's how I usually draw ears, but it's just kind of like that. You're welcome, Cozy Animates. Hello, Theo1 Blue Noob. Oh, the Theo? What, Theo? That's what I say? I'm sorry about that. The one Blue Noob. I said Theo like a fucking idiot. Alright, excuse my language. Hello. I'll show you ears. So, if I'm just doing basic ears, it's just going to be like in the hair. It's just going to be one line and then this. Just curved. That's how I draw my ears. But if we're talking realistic ear, let me actually search up one, because I've never actually drawn a realistic ear, but I bet I can do it. That's a lot of loops. Okay. So we're going to, an ear has a sort of flap at the bottom. So it's going to have the flap. And then it's similar to this. It's gonna rise up. And then it's going to turn. It's going to curve like that. Now for the inside of the ear, it's like a bunch of squiggly lines. It's one curved loop line right here, and then one looped line that sort of outlines with the outline of the other one. And then for gonna want to do that, make sure to curve this in like this. Think of it as like a sort of vein, something like that. And it's going to do that. There you go. Got yourself an ear. It's not the best ear I've done, but it's progress. Okay, what's next? One sec. Okay. Let me see what's next. Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine. Let me see. What else can I do? I like to pace around in my room when I'm thinking. What else could I do? Oh man, this stream has been going on for an hour. I'm surprised. Ooh. We should draw animals. If there's one thing that I really suck at, it's drawing a dog. I suck so bad at drawing a dog. That is not a joke. I could go grab an art piece of a dog I've drawn, but it's not my best. It was for someone's dog who died. They wanted me to draw it for them. It was one of my cousins. Try? Okay. I have to bring up an image of a dog. Oh god. This already sucks. This is gonna be disappointing. Okay, I got the image. I'm gonna draw sort of puppy or whatever. And why is there orange spots on this page? Okay. So I'm gonna start with the nose first. Seems like a dog has sort of its snout. It's curved. Okay. And then there's its mouth. Can I do a face reveal? Sure. One sec. See? Alright, that's all the face reveal you're getting. Showing my ugly face. Let's see. Okay. Seems like their nose sort of caves in. Okay. They have. Oh god, what did I do here? Okay. Oh god, why does this look creepy? Oh, this looks so goddamn ugly. Oh god, never doing that again. It's like, that looked cross-sided. I'm never showing that again. I tried. It's not the best. Yeah, I'm not the best at drawing animals. Unless it's a shark. Now, a realistic shark I've never done before. But, I could definitely do that. Hold on. A shark I'm willing to lock in on. Because my favorite animal are sharks. Oh, yeah, that's easy. For a shark, they got their very big nose. Their very cute nose. They also got wrinkles at the bottom of their nose. And then they have that lip, that very thick lip. Because they're so cute. They're the cutest things on planet Earth. And then they got an extra, they got their gums. Their gums stick out, by the way. I'm gonna do dots just to make it look cooler. I'm cooking way better than a shark that I am with a dog. There goes my phone, not rotating perfectly. Why is it hanging? Has it charged fully? Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I had the charger on it, so it was weighing itself. There we go. Now it's fixed. Okay. Back to what we were doing. So for their jaw, they have. Hello. Okay. Eh, it's okay. There we go. Now their gums. I like how the gums stick inside out. And the sharks are my most favorite. I love every shark. My favorite animal. Hello. Here we go. We could also do their little fin. I had a dog. He was my I treated him like he was my son to me. Um he go by the name of Nacho. He was a Chihuahua. He was a Chihuahua half Pekingese. That's a horrible fin. I always called him my baby. We go. What's next? He was very cute. What else can I do? Let's draw a hood classic. Is he okay? He couple of months ago, he one night it was thunderstorming and we forgot to get him out of the backyard last night. So he next morning he now usually when he gets out of the backyard, he usually comes back, but this time he just didn't come back. He's been gone for a long time. It's okay. Straw Godzilla. Let me see. Let's see, he's got that sort of. Oh god, this is a horrible depiction of Godzilla. What's next? He has those. So next, because I have a Godzilla poster in the back. Freaking love Godzilla. Can't wait for Godzilla minus Godzilla. Do they call it Godzilla -1 or is it like Godzilla minus 0.1 or Godzilla minus 0? My bad. I freaking love the classic Godzilla. It's my favorite. I mean the Godzilla of 20 is it 2019? The Godzilla of 2019 is good, but I love the classic Godzilla. Classic Godzilla is my favorite. A pin? Like on a video I've made or the live stream? Wait, can I do that? Oh. Okay. There. Who would move? Who would win move? Sonic or Foxy? You're welcome. Uh Foxy's not as fast as Sonic. I mean, hey, if you can shut the door on Foxy the second he starts charging, I think you're faster than Foxy. Now, in terms of running away from him, he's probably faster, but he has to do like a wind up. Sonic never has to wind up when running. The man just goes. Yeah, what is it? The whole Foxy verse? Movie Sonic, though. Movie Sonic has been places. I'd say Movie Sonic. Let's see, what else can we do here? So far, we've done nothing but doodles. Thank you. It's nice to know. I have a lot of big fans. I'd say you would go in first. Say you go in first. I have a lot of big fans. Is this about to come off? This better not. Oh, thank God. Hi, Nax Solo T La Alt. Oh, Naxalot? Naxalot Alt? Is that how you say it? Oh no, I was saying in separate words. But hello there. Naxalot Alt. Hard word. What else can I draw? What else is there? Could draw. Trying to think of what I could teach. Side previews are a bit of a hassle, but I can do it. Hold on. So it's a circle, but you're gonna do it differently this time. It's a line right here on the side of the ball. And then for the chin, it's going to be a line right here. And then for the neck, you're going to want to curve it in. We're not going to do a woman's side preview, even though that's actually a little bit much easier, but we're going to do a male's preview. Okay. So you're going to want to leave another box like this. Make sure that it connects. You're going to want to make like a little slide, and then you're going to want to bring it down and connect it. Hello. Hello, Aiden. Aiden NB3FP. How was your work? Hope you have a great day too, by the way. So you're going to want to curve this in, and this is where you draw the nose. No problem. And then it's going to be following, these are kind of like guidelines. And then you're going to want to cave it down here. And then this is another part, is the lips. The lips will stick out like this, kind of like a M. Then you're going to want to bring down the chin. and then bring it upwards, and then add a little detail right there if you want. For mouth, we're gonna do an open one. It's just gonna be like this, kind of like a triangle. Now for the eye part, you've already curved this in, so you're gonna curve this in, and then for the forehead, it's just another thing out. And we're gonna put the ear right here. And there you go. And then for the head, you could draw the hair. Here, I'll draw a hair right now. Oh. Well, I hope you get better. Bit of a stupid question, but where do you get that cool looking paper? Maybe an antique store, or I'm thinking an antique store. I don't know. I got it from my mom. She had it on a desk. I actually don't know how long I'll be streaming for. I guess I'll be streaming till my parents get back. Till my parents get back, I guess that's where I'll end the stream. For now, I guess we could, or until my voice gets tired and I need to rest it. Hello, mini ferret. So let me draw the hair real quick. There we go. There's your side preview. Now the jawline wouldn't be that big, but you get the point. There we go, I fixed it. Let me think. What is another? Ooh, for eyes. I don't usually do this, but for eyes, I kind of just do the same process, except I move the eye up here, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to try it differently this time. Eyes are similar to the mouth. They're like this. So let me think how I'm going to do this. So it'll be looking like this. You're going to do the regular curve part. Do the eyelash. Then you're going to cave this in. I just realized I did the same thing. Whatever. But you're going to put the eye right here. So let me try that real quick. There, see? Oh, cool. Nice that you're traveling. Okay. Well, I hope you have a nice travel and stay safe. Bye-bye. Okay, what's next? One sec. Okay. Let's see what else I can do. So close. Uh, you guys want to see what other manga pages I have? I can show you some. Really? It's 2 a.m. where you are? That's cool. Yeah, let me show a bit more of my manga. No, this is when I was continuing. Okay, this is a bad drawing. Okay, I don't normally do these wide angles anymore. I actually add more detail into my panels now than I did a long time ago. Let me show more manga panels. Okay, so we have some more of these. What's next? Take a good look at that. Okay, next page. This isn't a very one. By the way, my handwriting is. Some people say that my handwriting sucks. I think I like my handwriting. Some more of this. This is when I start adding more panels. Where's another one? There's more of these. It's readable? Thank you. People say that my handwriting sucks, though they can still read it, so I don't get it. There's more of this. I'm really proud of this panel. I think I did well. Trying to show most of it. Yeah, that's a horrible drawing. And that's a horrible body figure. I will fix that another time. Also put some goofy moments. There we go. Okay. My computer was about to shut off. How dare it? Okay. I'm not going to leak the whole entire thing. It's something I'm working on. What else could I draw? Damn it. Let me think. Let me think here. What could I draw? Ooh, do you guys know how to draw a sword in perspective? I'm gonna show you it out of the way. Okay. Jingle, jingle, pay attention. No, I just do it just for funnies. So we don't have a lot of space. I'll do the upper perspective and close perspective. So we're gonna do the close perspective. For a sword, it sort of caves in here. I mean, it sort of like curves at the very front. Like this. And then you're gonna want to... I won't draw a hand. So I'll just draw the handlebar. It goes straight, but then it widens out even more and then curves. This is a horrible perspective, but you get the idea. And this is where you draw the blade. There you go. There's a sword in perspective. Now for outer perspective, it's different. It's actually way more easier. So you do the handle first, very close up. And you're going to want to do the handle. I'm going to do the what they call it or whatever. And then you're going to want to put a dot here. And then you're going to want to stick it out. There you go. It goes from big to tiny. I was doing sword perspectives. Let's see. What's another thing we could do? Hmm. We're practically out of space here. Let's draw a... You're welcome. Let's try... Practically done everything except for a city. We haven't done a city. You guys want to learn how to draw a city? Okay then. We're going to do a city in perspective. This is an easy but also tricky part. So for this, we're going to use my random dickory-doos of my rulers. And we're going to draw a sort of base. So first we're going to start with the dot. Let's say you have a dot right here. We're going to put a dot right here. And then we're going to add a sort of line. There you go. Make sure you guys can see that. And then we're going to do another line here to actually do the thing. Then we're going to do lines right here, right here, right here, and right here, and right here. And there you go. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Now we're going to do straight lines going up and then they're shrinking. Big line, and small line, and smaller line, and smaller line. You get the idea. Big line, smaller line, and a smaller line. And then big line, and then a medium line, another medium line, and then a small line. You get the idea. And now for buildings, they're just boxes, but some they take form. We'll take that one building in New York. Hold on. It's that one The Empire State Building. We're going to take the Empire State Building, for example. So, of course, it's just a box. Okay, let's do a straight line. They're just 3D boxes. Giving you art school flashbacks. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a technique I've also learned before. Okay. Now, let's take the Empire State Building, for example. Its form is strange. It's like a sort of mountain look. My sister took my phone. Eh. Okay, so they have a bit of structure. So we're going to do one small cube here, and another small cube here. And then it's all just cubes. Okay. Then we're going to do a okay. It's going to be looped, big loop, then a medium loop, then a small loop. I'm going to kind of connect those until you get what you're looking for. And then you're going to do a little antenna. Then you're going to add windows if you want. I'll do like just tiny windows. And then you're going to do that for every single box. But you won't get to the detail part till you add every single box. So it's going to be like a small box here, then a big box here. Here, we're going to do a sort of street road. You see where I'm going at? Oh, that's nice there in New York. Okay. Do a box. I'm getting ink on my hands. Now, when it comes to art, you're definitely going to get dirty. It's okay, it's easily washable. More boxes till you fill up the entire page. Now, when we're going tinier, and do tinier boxes. Now, not all cities are cramped, so of course there's going to be some small ones. Okay. Thank you. How do I gift? I don't think you can't, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have like my thing connected here, so I don't think you can donate anything right now at the moment. But I do appreciate that. I don't know how to link my bank to this. Okay. More buildings. But yeah, you're just gonna kind of nothing but boxes and more details. You could add windows. Now, of course, this is not how you would want to draw windows, but I'm not gonna do so much effort into it. And that's how you draw a city. You just keep going. You could even do it at a wider angle if you want, which is just smaller boxes. If you want to make it like appear like super high up in the sky, it's just smaller boxes. They are. Boxes are the anything in the world is a shape. You are a shape. The walls are a shape. Everything's a shape. Now, the better question is, are there more boxes than. No, wait. Are there more squares than circles? Or are there more circles than squares? Because planets are a circle, but buildings are squares. But there are some buildings that can be a circle. Clouds are clumps of circles. Ponds are circles. It just keeps going. Nothing but squares and circles. Is my phone really about to die? Oh my god, that makes me mad. Okay. Guess when my phone dies, I'll just end the stream. Let's see. What else can we do? Let's see. Hear you out? All right, I'm listening. If you draw a circle in a place, it will be made out of tiny squares. True. But then again, if you think about it, atoms are circles. Atoms are circles connected to squares or sort of straight line. But circles aren't straight. Yep, just keeps going. We're not going to get too deep into it, or else we're just going to be making theories at this point. Oop, I almost broke this. What's next? Damn, that was loud. I dozed off for a bit. Let me think. We could draw. Vehicles are a tough one, not gonna lie. But they're still just boxes and circles, but even circles are a hard thing to do. Gone through quite a lot of pages. What's next? We could try. All right, guess we're doing a car then. Let me grab a car. Oof. We'll go with this sort of sports car. I don't know. I'm just going to grab a random one off Google. Okay, so we're going to put the dot right here. So, big square. Well, first, it's going to be a little bit wider than that. There we go. Okay. Now at the front, we're going to do this sports car so it's a straight line. Then this comes out. Then this comes out. Just like a sort of two circles. And then the hood. Well, first we're going to do the little vents. And then now here comes the hood of the vehicle. Now for wheels, it appears big, but then it goes to small. And then the wheel shows up. And the wheel gets smaller from here. Okay, we're going to do a straight line. This is a horrible car. But screw it, we ball. Okay. Here's the hood of the light. And here's another hood of the light. It kind of looks like a face, not gonna lie. Like a frog car or whatever. I'm not the best at drawing cars. I'm gonna draw the logo. Whatever. Okay. Then this curves in. This is where the windshield comes in. The hood of the car. This looks so weird. This looks so. Bro, I'm about to just cut it off. Nah. I'm gonna lock in on this. I've actually never done this before. Let me lock in on this. Make this look better than I thought it was gonna be. me see. Oops. Sec. There we go. Okay. Mhm. Okay. We're gonna. Something like that. I tried my best doing this. Yeah, it's not the best. Okay. What is next? Maybe. I realize now what I did wrong. I think I made the hood a little too small, but it's okay. Let me see what else do I have in this room that could be of use. I know. Another landscape. I'm gonna do a mountain here. Do like a sort of river that's in perspective. Okay. Then we're going to do the snow. And do the trees. Which is just lines. Since that this is a forest, we're going to do forest trees. Okay. Now this is a sort of sloppy technique for doing trees like this. But if I wanted, I could go for a little bit more design, sort of detail. Something like that. Hold on, everyone. I will be right back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to go grab something. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that out because I like it better like this. I okay. There we go. And we could do some little bushes. Actually, bushes are the easiest to draw for me because you're just kind of like shaking your arm and just kind of, well, shaking your hand and just scribbling till it forms a sort of look. Make it real poofy. And then for shading, I just kind of, there you go. There's a bush. And so we're gonna have bushes to make this pop out. Okay. And then there we go. Let me add some clouds. There. Well, how much battery percentage? Ooh, that's really bad. Hmm. Okay, everybody, we're gonna draw one last thing before this stream ends. What do you feel like I should draw? Goodbye, Naxolotl Alt. I think I pronounced it right. Hey, naive fucks. I'm gonna draw one last thing before I end this stream. I just need to know what should I draw. You guys can give me suggestions if you want. I'm gonna try to see if I can find anything. But you guys can give me suggestions. I should draw an eye? A realistic eye? I can draw it on here. A realistic eye or a regular eye that I've drawn before? Okay, so a realistic eye. All right, cool. So to draw a realistic eye, I'll zoom this part in just to make this easier for us. Okay, so to draw a realistic eye, it's got this sort of similar to the ear. It's got a stutter. It's got a lump right here. And for eyes, it's kind of like a peanut. Caves in like this. This is what a realistic eye would look like. So, but it's not quite like that. So, gonna do it like this. Ugh, did a fly whiz past my ear? Okay. Then we're gonna do the same for this, but they're gonna be touching. Okay, now that they're touching, I'm gonna add some lines to symbolize the wrinkles in eyes. Then we're gonna add the eyelid part with eyelashes. There we go. And then we're going to draw the pupil. Well, I think it's not called the pupil. I don't know. We're going to draw the dot in the eye. I'm going to draw a couple of lines. And there you go. There's a realistic eye. Very nice. I'll probably do another stream, maybe another Friday. I don't know. Or just do a stream whenever I feel like it. So you might just expect random streams from here on and then. They'll probably be different from sometimes. Like I'll either, if I have the guts, I might do a digital stream, digital art stream. But thank you all for watching this live stream. By the way, I really liked talking with all of you while I was drawing. But anyway, I'll be posting more videos very soon. But thank you all for being here. I'll be closing the stream. Bye.